Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at siblings who got their revenges. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. My brother, we're twins, is so mean. He's constantly doing messed up things to me, but the worst thing happened 5 years ago. I got my first boyfriend when I was 18 and a senior in high school. I know we were young, but I really loved him. We'd been dating for 10 months when my brother randomly decided, for literally no reason at all, to make up a story about how he caught me cheating and tell it to my boyfriend. He planned it all out. He came up with details. He made it sound real.
Wow, what a piphead, honestly.
And because he's such a scarily good liar and a master manipulator, my boyfriend believed him. No matter what I said or did to prove it wasn't true, he believed my brother over me. My brother kept up with his act the entire time and refused to admit he was lying. At one point, I thought I'd finally gotten my boyfriend to believe me, but then he broke up with me a few months later and confessed it was because he was still convinced I cheated on him and he couldn't move past it. Oh my gosh, wow. How could you believe, I don't know, maybe, okay. I would be pretty upset though if my partner believed like my brother over me. But at the same time, I could see how it could make them kind of have like trust issues because you don't know whether it's real or fake, right? Like I can understand that at the back of his mind, he's always just gonna be like, but what if the brother was like telling the truth? I actually can see how that broke their relationship. He said, the worst part is that you won't just tell me the truth. And not to sound dramatic, but it still haunts me. I want to cry every time I think about it, and I still miss him to this day. Also, I think it's important to note that my brother has never once apologized. He's so insanely mean that he thinks it's funny. I even asked him once if he'd consider hitting my ex up and telling him the truth for my peace of mind, and he just laughed at me. Oh, what a butthole. Oh my gosh, I'll be mad. I'll be so mad, honestly. Like, this is so sad though, because, you know, they still really love their boyfriend. And it's not even like something really happened. That's why they broke it off. It was like they both loved each other, but they still had to break it off. That's the most heartbreaking thing. And I think that's why she can't get over him, is because, you know, they were just in love at that time and they just never got closure, which is why, you know, they just can't get over it. This brother though, like, are you like that bored? Why would you even go to do something like that to hurt your sister? I never got over what my brother did, and I always told myself I was gonna do the exact same thing to him one day. He's dated several girls since high school, but he'd never been serious enough about any of them for me to consider tricking them. I knew it wouldn't hurt him like he hurt me if I just tricked one of his flings or something. But he finally got his first serious girlfriend last year, and after thinking about it for a long time, I decided I was gonna do it. We live in different places now, so I had to do it all online. I used a different method than he did. I contacted his girlfriend pretending to be the girl he'd been cheating with. Ooh. I made up an elaborate detailed story like he did to me and even photoshopped proof and stuff. I made my story even more believable than he made his. And exactly like he did to me, I went as far as denying it even to him because I knew he might use my texts or calls to prove it to his girlfriend that it isn't true. He knew I was behind it though, solely because the girl I made up doesn't exist and there's no one else that will do this, but I kept denying it. His girlfriend wholeheartedly believed me, and my brother kept calling and texting me and begging me to give it up, even though I still wouldn't admit it was me. He was manipulating me and arguing that it's different because I was younger when he did it to me and my relationship wasn't serious. What? No way. She was 18 when she got in that relationship. As if he could just be like, it's not serious because you're young. And he didn't even apologize for it yet. Like, you don't get to say it's different when you didn't even apologize to her yet, honestly. Like, but my relationship was serious, and like I said, I still miss my ex. My brother really messed me up. I have empathy though, and he doesn't, and I was starting to feel bad for his girlfriend because she's innocent. I was kind of regretting everything and thinking that maybe I should tell his girlfriend the truth for her sake, not his. But then his girlfriend asked me a question which led to her admitting that she's been suspicious of him for a long time. So I pried a little bit and encouraged her to look through his phone. She told me she couldn't because she didn't know the password and he wouldn't give her access to it. I guessed a few passcodes I thought it could be and gave them to her under the guise of seeing it once but not being sure which one I'd seen. She got in because it ended up being the same one he's had since 2012 when our dad got us iPhones and made us use the same passcode. Idiot. Anyway, lo and behold, it turns out my brother actually cheated on her and my setup was the reason she found out. He's been talking to and hooking up with multiple girls for pretty much the entirety of their relationship. What? And he still tried to deny it to his current girlfriend? Like, oh my gosh, like he's already been cheating but he's still gonna deny it. What in the world? Here's another level of trash. Jeez. I'm not surprised because he's a terrible person and cheating seems right up his alley, but I'm pretty shocked at the same time. I literally can't believe things worked out this perfectly. It feels like a dream or something. The universe loves me. I hate to revel in his girlfriend's misery, but I was feeling guilty about her being collateral damage, so I feel like this is the best possible outcome. My lie ended up being the truth. Well, not exactly, but you know what I mean. So I didn't scar his girlfriend or leave her with permanent damage for no reason. Her lie actually ended up helping the girlfriend even more. You know, now she doesn't have to be with this trash and she can find someone that would treat her well. All my interference did was speed up the process of the truth coming to light. In fact, my brother may have been able to hide his cheating forever if not for me. He probably would have just manipulated his girlfriend and or refused to give her phone access forever. She hasn't broken up with him and I'm honestly not sure if she will. I don't know how relevant that is, but I attest to how manipulative he is. He screws people over all the time, but somehow always gets his way anyway. It's honestly infuriating and scary. Anyway, I'm still not going to admit to my brother that I'm behind it all, because there's no point. That would just get me in deeper trouble. Yeah, I feel like just don't admit it. Ever. Honestly, he seems like such a pain to deal with. Like, if he really knew that it was you, I feel like he's gonna come for something, you know? He just sounds like he doesn't care about anyone's feelings, honestly. The fact that he did that to his own sister, hurting her so much, and then he's just cheating, like, that just sounds like living trash. Jeez. So glad they don't live together anymore though, honestly. So glad. Alright, moving on to the next story. I just want to start off by saying I was the offender that deserved the revenge in this story. We were both kids at the time, and we are on good terms now. We had a good laugh about this the other day when I came back home to visit, and I thought I would share. At the time, my sister was about 2 to 3 and I was about 9 to 10. I am not sure exactly the ages. There is about a 6.5-year age gap, and unfortunately, me and my sister were generally at each other's throats for the first half of our lives. What? The sister was so young though, at each other's throats. This was in the middle of my summer vacation, and for whatever reason, I felt the absolute urge to be the bully this day. Mocking her, making fun of her, making her cry, taking her toys, you know, the typical sibling bull, even shoving her about a little bit. It would be a few hours of this before it was nap time. This meant Mum would put her in her playpen, wait until she fell asleep, and then go take a nap herself while I was busy working on any midsummer lesson my mum had planned for me. Well, my sister goes to nap time without a fight. No big deal. My bullying probably wore her out. Once my mum figured she was asleep, my mum went on for her nap. I didn't suspect a damn thing. I didn't even pay attention to the noise of my sister crawling out of her playpen or going into the kitchen. I was so focused on whatever lesson I had that my sister acted swift and I never had a chance to react. My sister has always been the smart one. When I was busy eating crayon tips and whatever would land me in the hospital for poison control, she was already learning how to plot stuff. She pretended to be asleep, waited until Mum went to bed, and then got out of the playpen, went to the kitchen and grabbed the heaviest utensil she could find and cracked me over the head with it, enough to daze me. What the heck? She actually did that? I heard her laugh. That's how I knew it was her. But by the time I had any time to react, she already had put the utensil away and had already gotten herself back into the playpen. Unfortunately, my mum didn't believe me that my sister had done that. To be fair, I deserved it. Thankfully nowadays my sister saves any revenge against anyone that would harass either one of us.
Oh, so now the sister is just gonna plot revenges on other people that hurt them both.
But not hurt each other with the revenges. That's sweet, okay? Now this is the kind of sibling revenge story that I'm okay with. As long as they grow old and they know what's right and wrong, it's all good. But the previous story, the freaking brother was old as, and he's still doing that. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.